You want to start like that? Now, do I introduce myself? You're going to introduce me?
You can introduce yourself and your company.
Nice to meet you. I see you on the blog or on the forums.
That is I.
Very cool. We gave one to I'll have to talk to you about Canon when we get there.
Sure. He said to us, alright, whenever you guys are ready. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you?
Sorry.
Were you going? Were you on?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm rolling now. So
he's announced these.
As soon as I get
on. So he hasn't shipped it or he hasn't made it yet.
Hi, Mitch AbelCineTech. I'm the application specialist, and this is the new Canon 7D that's been converted. It's a hot rod 7D PL. So you can see on here, this is a camera with a PL mount on it. What we've done is actually remove the mirror. We have the inside of the camera sort of carved out a bit, and new flocking has been put in so you don't have any reflective issues. And this is a complete kit for shooting with PL mount lenses. The most important part of this kit, beyond having the lens mount set properly, is that you have support directly at the lens mount. The camera sort of just rests on the back. The lens hangs off the mount, so you want all the structure to be at the lens mount. That's where all the weight's going to be, because these cameras aren't really designed to hold big, heavy PL mount lenses. With this support system, then you have a base that can take a 19 or 15 bridge if you needed it, but also has built-in lightweight 15 rods, so you can use all the regular accessories and matte boxes and follow focus and such. You also have these lovely hand grips, and well, let's put a lens on, because frankly, that's what you would want to see. These are the new Schneider Cine Xenar Primes, which are lovely lenses. And I put that on there, PL mount, make sure it's on. And there we go. This is an easy camera package to be running around with. You have a nice small kit, but it's a fully professional system. You can be doing a lot of shooting with it. You get regular 35 depth of field. Look at this lens. I want to show you something on here. Here is the focus scale, and as you go down, it just sort of keeps going and going and going. 10 inches, and it actually goes a touch below that. It's 10 inches. If you look at if the mount, the sensor is back here, 10 inches is just barely in front of the front of the lens. You really have a lens that's effectively a macro lens at this point. You can focus just in front of the lens. On a 25mm, that's pretty amazing. So you have it on some of the other lenses as well, that you can get extreme close focusing. So you have a great range on these lenses. In addition to that, there's other features of these lenses that are quite attractive. I will show you, you know what, let me show you on another lens where you can see it a little better. Here's the 95mm. There's currently 5 lenses in the set, 25, 35, 50, 75, and 95. They're all T2, T2.1, and look at this, they all have 18 blade irises. So you have very rounded bokeh. You have a really attractive image that comes out of there. It makes a near perfect circle. And that is something that is very unique to the Schneider design. It makes for a really attractive image. And what the words I've been hearing from people doing testing is Leica-esque. The look of these lenses is quite beautiful, and yet these are relatively inexpensive lenses. What's happened currently is because now there's so many cameras that can take PL mount lenses, is that they can make lenses in far greater volume. And so the prices on PL mount lenses, suddenly there's all these lenses that are available at far more reasonable prices. So we have 5 lens set here, that's $21,000. That's a far more reasonable price than in the past where you would get 1 lens for that kind of money. The T2 lens, it does not breathe. This image does not breathe, and it has a very natural roll-off in the focus, so that some lenses have a sort of, if you imagine a bell curve of focus, and this is sharp and then it drops off very quickly. Well, these have a much more rounded kind of curve. So yeah, it's just as sharp at the sharpest point. These are very sharp lenses, yet it's rounded softly, so it naturally more gently falls off in focus, which is a much more attractive look and is much more forgiving on skin tones and such. And the color is very rich. It doesn't have a sort of harsh clinical feel that some lenses do. It has a much more of a look that is just very pleasing to the eye. The other thing that's unique and neat about these lenses is, there it is in PL mount, but I can have the same lens Canon mount. Also get it in Nikon mount. And this is an interchangeable thing. You can actually buy the lens with the PL mount and buy spare mounts and exchange them. Now, it's something that you really want to collimate a lens in between. You want to make sure when you do a changeover that you're really making sure that you've set the depth correctly, otherwise all your focus marks will be off and maybe you can't reach infinity or something. But you do, it is a convenience that you can then take these lenses, and I can put this directly on a non-modified Canon 7D and I'll have a perfectly beautiful image. It has this support foot on it that you have two versions of the support foot that they give you with it. One is to go to a little lens, a mount for front rods, and the other is to go just right on a tripod, because at this point you're probably going to be hanging the camera off the back of the lens as opposed to mounting the camera on a tripod and then putting the lens on. In the stills world, that's a very common way to work. So they offer you both options because, well, they're nice guys that way.